Hey guys, so I'm back. Trying to figure out the angle for my car and all that onto, when I do a video. So just bear with me. So let me move this a bit because there's a bit of sun right here. So I want to go and talk to you guys more on just like things going a little off today. And if you are experiencing this, then I am going to give you some suggestions to try to turn it around. So for a lot of people, obviously the day does not go accordingly. So for me, I had to go and drop off my husband for work, and he forgot his earphones, and he listens to it while he works. And so I told him, you know what, I'm gonna go and bring it on over. Just send me the location you want me to drop it off. Okay, so I did that. So I ended up making breakfast for him, and then some fresh hot tea, and then and then his earphones. And this took quite a bit of time, and I didn't really have much time to go and get myself something to eat right before work. So I only have like a little bit of time between now and to go to work, because I also had an errand to do. And so I was like, you know what, let me just get his breakfast, get his day going, and that way he's in a better mood and he can go and spread that good mood to everyone else. And so I made him mini I call it mini blueberry pancakes. And so it's kind of like it's like the size of your palm, my palm, and then you just grab and eat kind of situation to make things a lot easier. So I went and did that, and I went and dropped it off. And by then I didn't have much time, and so he went and gave me a little bit to go to Starbucks and all that, because I didn't really have much time to go and make something for myself to eat. So I was like, okay. So I ended up going ahead. So I'm gonna be having my Starbucks right here with you guys, and it really puts me in a good mood. Like, I've always dreamt of me, like, every morning or whenever I feel like going to Starbucks and actually being able to get it and afford it. Like, that's been always one of my dreams. And once when the price was rising, I was just feeling like it wasn't possible. This is hazelnut iced coffee. Freaking love hazelnut iced coffee from them. I'm just such a huge fan of Starbucks. Like, they're so amazing. So I ended up doing an errand, and it was like nearly an hour away. So I had to go pick up a mosquito zapper, and there's only rare places that have this, and we need it immediately and all that, because we have mosquitoes to the point, like, it covers the entire ceiling. Like, it's that bad, because where I live, there's like a body of water because of all the rain that's been happening lately. And so nobody is sleeping, and it's pretty stressful. Even like the strongest stuff wasn't even working. And so I had to pick that up. And then, I was like in a good mood, and like the person there was like, oh, you're back. I'm like, yeah, the other one broke and all that, because, my husband was stressed out from everything and being up all night because of the mosquitoes. He isn't sleeping, so he got frustrated and like threw the other one, and so it broke it. So I'm here to pick up another one. And so we went and talked for a bit, and I got in a really good mood. I'm very happy and all that, because normally I do not talk to the cashier. I literally just kind of like stand there. I go and pay for and all that. I don't really do small talk. I don't really, like I discussed, I'm not really big into it. But yeah, we ended up talking. I went and followed up on her, like, hey, how's your child, blah blah, because she did mention she has a 9-year-old child. And so yeah, I got her in a really good mood and all that. I got to know her a little bit. So yeah, a little more comfortable on like talking to like the cashier or strangers, because I used to just avoid it because it would make me extremely comfortable and all that. But now it's just so much easier knowing on what to say immediately, saying hi are you, blah blah blah, and then doing a follow-up if this is your second time with them. So yeah, you just gotta just listen little bits here and there, and then just do a follow-up, and then they will know that you heard them. And so yeah, and then I didn't have much time, so I ended up, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna use, so originally I was thinking the money that I got, I was gonna go and just use it. My thought process was like, okay, use it for bills, but I was like, you know what, like there's a Starbucks right here, I'm hungry, and it will make me in a better mood. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna get Starbucks. So I ended up getting it. And so kind of the day that I envisioned, like I talked about like yesterday, it actually did happen. I did get the Starbucks that I've always like dreamt of like having when when I make it. And then having a slower day and all that, and just reminding yourself like thank you for this happening, because if he didn't forget his headphones, then I would not have gotten that money to more kind of encourage me to go Starbucks, to envision myself having it again, like when I make it. And so I kind of everything was meant to happen in that certain way. And I think back then, when I used to get angry with one little small thing happening, I would just get really angry and like think about it, and I wouldn't have got myself Starbucks and wouldn't have wanted to do a video right now. Like I would be in this bad mood, and I would be thinking to myself, oh, I'm so angry, blah blah blah, because I didn't get breakfast. I barely had time for myself. And like back then, I would have probably be listening to music, trying to like make myself feel better and all that, and at the same time mulling over my anger. Oh, I didn't get breakfast, or I didn't get my time, I didn't get to walk my dog. And so I'm in a lot better mood. And so when things aren't going accordingly, just like take a deep breath and say thank you for this happening, and my life like today is going to more go towards on what I want, or what the life that I've always envisioned. I think that most people, when things don't go accordingly, they get really angry. The first initial emotion is that, and then you hang on to it. And then like me, when things aren't going accordingly, I would think about it 24/7, listen to music, trying to make myself feel better, but I'm still thinking about it. And then at the same time, I'd be like watching videos and all that, and watching these YouTubers trying to make me feel better, when somewhat it does, but like not entirely. And like I am really big about like watching YouTubers. I've been watching, I think, like since 5th grade, watching that, because I got my first phone and all that. I think more like around whenever the first iPhone rolled in. I think that's when so maybe it was 6th grade, because I had like a flip phone and you couldn't access YouTube and all that, so it's probably more like 6th grade. And yeah, I just want to remind you guys, like, when things aren't going accordingly, just take a deep breath and remind yourself that, hey, this was supposed to happen, and you know, I'm even farther along to what my desire is. Just say it in your head what that is, and it's getting closer and closer. And I think that you know, it just really reminded me. So I watched this interview today. I was like cooking the breakfast for my husband, and this person that was the interviewee, he mentioned, hey, like, he was saying, like, very, like, he's gone through like way rough things, more than I've ever happened. And he was saying that there was this one day where he did like a business deal, and apparently, like, somehow someone hacked into the account and like went and took like 1.1 million out of the account. And for most people, yeah, that would like literally anger them and want to punch everyone that's on the street. And totally, like, if that was me, yeah, I would be doing that. And so I went and I was like, wow, like, that's incredible that he was not angry over it. And he was like, yeah, I would say thank you, thank you, wire fraud, for blah blah blah. And then he would like put on music and dance around and make himself happy. And then he like did some meditation, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, if that was me, like, I would have like gone off the wall, called up everyone, start yelling at everybody and all that. I was like, wow, like, you know. And then he was like, once he calmed down, he ended up called the police. I don't know, he like called someone and said, hey, you need to talk to the FBI about this. And he was like calm about it instead of like yelling over it. And I was like, wow, that, like, if he can like be that calm over that, then yeah, you know, everything feels so much smaller and all that. But yeah, it's just yeah, it was just kind of incredible to hear that, and reminded me of a lot of videos that I watch when they say thank you for this and this to happen. And so for his case, for 3 months later, he does like business and all that. So 3 months later, one of his videos picked up, and he made bank off of it, and like he made the most sales ever. And I was like, wow, like, that's incredible, because he didn't let that he didn't let it fester, losing 1.1 million. And he kept saying thank you for that, like that money was meant for someone else and it's gonna help that company. And he never even got his 1.1 million. I was like, for most people, they would be like so angry off the wall over it, and I would too. Like, if I like lose like a little bit, I've had people steal from me. Like, I legit like go in my wallet and like steal stuff. And like when I was asleep, I had a friend, and she was close to me. I don't think she was like my best friend, but she was close to me, and she stole like $20, and I went off the wall over it. And I've just learned, and it reminded me of all the videos I watched about like, oh, thank you for this, thank you for that. And I guess I wasn't like grasping it in my mind, like, what the heck do you mean by that? But after hearing his situation and all that, and like, it was pretty funny, and like reminding you like how silly it is to hang on to something for like each and every single day, and it literally takes over you, consumes you, and years later you're thinking about that. Well, you know, if he let that fester, then probably those 3 months later he would never have made that video, and it would never have gone viral, and then the most amount of sales. It just really put in perspective, oh, say thank you for that, because you're that much closer. And so it just really reminded me of all the other videos I watched where you know, these people kept say thank you for that, and I couldn't seem to like get it and all that. And I'm pretty sure you've watched videos of people saying, oh, you know, you gotta say thank you when things go bad, like there's heavy traffic and you gotta go to work, or you know, someone stole money from you, or you know, like your pet is sick and now you gotta deal with that, or you know, just so many situations that come up. Just, you know, remind yourself like you're that much closer, and just don't let it bring you down. And you know, it's bring you closer to what you want in like deep down. And sometimes you don't really know what you want deep down, but it will come. It's coming, because everything is supposed to happen to get you to learn, to go and have you be in a better point in your life, and to be self-actualized and all that. That's just what I've learned in life, and I wanted to share that because it really did remind me, like, oh, like, you need to say thank you for, you know, when things aren't going accordingly. And it's supposed to happen. And, you know, I'm having this a little bit of time to make this video and all that, because who knows, I would have probably, yes, made breakfast, walk my dog, but then I wouldn't make that time to make this video, because I had to sit down with myself and be like, well, I mean, because I had no time to go back home and do that. And so you know, I'm just sitting in a car, right? And like, what else am I going to do? You know, go on Netflix and stuff and watch some Christmas movies. Well, it would make me feel better, but it's not really, you know, it's helping me in a short span, instead of me doing a video and trying to share this moment with you guys. Yeah, I think that we all need to be reminded to say thank you when things aren't going accordingly, and you're that much closer to what you want in life. So here I am with my Starbucks, because honestly, if everything went accordingly, I wouldn't have my Starbucks right now. So yeah, guys, hoping that this video helped you and reminded you to say thank you when things aren't going accordingly.